I recently dropped this video on social media for Houses on Head. It's a personal project that starts construction in just a few weeks, but to be able to put this video together took months. Now, thankfully, with Veras' brand new update, this is super easy, and I want to show you exactly how you can do it in today's tutorial. Are you ready? Let's go. So to get started, we have our Arc model open in front of us. Today, we're running 4.1.7.0.1175. If you're looking for the exact version number, you want to come across to the top toolbar and launch Veras. Next, we want to come up to our first scene and then just render it out like we render any other image without having to do too much. So we can select one of the Veras presets, 7F being the latest rendering system. For me, I'll just use this enhance in city and go ahead and hit render. Once it's complete, it's going to produce an image that looks a little something like this, which is awesome. It's giving us a great starting point. And what we're looking to explore today is first and last image. So because we have this image, we have our last image in this case, because we're trying to have a helicopter draped over the top, pulling these sheets away. If we rerun the render, it might look something like this, We've got the Perth CBD in the background, which is quite impressive, that has picked up location and given us a realistic background. That's actually highly impressive. Don't know about the planter boxes and bits and pieces, extra like man sitting outside the little courtyard, but overall it's done a very, very good job of creating an exceptional render as a starting point. Once we have our render that we're happy with, we can come back into source image, go from source image down to manual upload, and just upload that image that we're most happy with. Otherwise, we can go rendered image and use the current rendered image. After that, I'm simply going to highlight and delete that entire prompt. Then I'm going to type in something as follows. Oversized white sheet draped over both houses as a single sheet, black helicopter above connected via rope, and then go ahead and hit render. Running a few different variations and a few different tests, we get a series of different renders with a sheet over the top. Now you see this one here, I use this exact render as a source image using the rendered image and typed in my prompt. So now I have my first and my last scene that are near identical. Next, I come up to video, change my source to rendered, press the plus button to increase it to first and last frame. Now, because this is a backward scene, I want my first frame to be the helicopter above, and I want my last frame to be the clean, revealed image. Next, I want to put in my prompt. The helicopter pulls off white sheet, swiftly revealing the two houses whilst flying away into the background. Happy with my aspect ratio and resolution, go ahead and hit render. Whilst that one renders out, here's a different example I tested previously. This didn't have identical first and last scenes, so it's a little bit glitchy. But you'll see as the helicopter pulls away, it does some awesome things. So if we go ahead and press play, you'll see the helicopter flies up, pulls the sheets. I'll pause it here quickly and just pull back for a second so that you can appreciate how much detail goes into this sheet as it pulls away, helicopter flying into the distance and the dust coming through. Now you'll see that it transitions to this last image I provided, which wasn't accurate, wasn't the same. So now let's look at what it can produce if we keep the first and last image near identical. Now, watching the latest video, we have the same helicopter pulling up, but it's almost got a grip and claw over the sheet, just dropping it over and behind the buildings. You know what? It works relatively well. It does exactly what I asked for. I might need to animate the people moving just to give it a bit more life, because clearly those people wouldn't just be sitting there standing watching this helicopter pull it away. On a second iteration, we have a little bit more of a smoother pull, pulling that blanket directly back over with the helicopter flying into the distance. In this case, the people do move a tiny bit, but again, it could be improved nevertheless. Irrespective of these videos are an awesome, awesome start. And this is just one-shot wonders without having to put in too much effort, whereas the original one I posted spent a lot of time getting that absolutely right. Now, let's say we've got this image here and we want to do a different angle. Then we go source image, which can be the preview, the reference image, which we change to design lock. We have our preview image with a different angle. We have design lock, and then we use our reference image as our rendered image. Go ahead and render that out. Then we can go back to our video settings where we produce the render. We can go first image, the one that reveals the houses, last image, something on the side. Let's do an orbit left, and then simply just change left to right in this case and hit render again. Now this image I'm using for the last render doesn't have the curved facade as white render. It uses a concrete panel, so it won't be absolutely perfect. It needs a bit more fine tuning, but for the purpose of argument, let's just display how we can combine these videos together. This render is probably a little bit more accurate. It design locks to our original image, so then we could just replace our last rendered image with that one there. So it's a perfect design lock, and then we can go ahead and render out that video. So the video it actually created was this actually kind of cool animation spinning around 360 left to right and then warping and distilling in the middle, which isn't exactly what I was looking for, but it is quite cool. Something I would have never thought of. So quite helpful to have it from AI. We've got a couple more rendering out that I'll showcase towards the end of the video, but let's just showcase this combine tool. So we have this render revealing the houses that I'm happy with, and then command click on these two videos down the bottom that I want to combine, and then simply press combine. Up top, it'll say combining two videos. Video successfully combined, brings it up. And now you can see all in the one video, we have that sheet revealed, and then it spins into that 360 animation. So we don't have to export two different videos. We don't have to go ahead and import that into Premiere Pro, combine it, edit it. It can do all of that can happen now within Veras itself. Now just come back to another option of that 3D video. Again, it does some interesting things by trying to orbit left and providing a right image, but again, it's really cool looking at an alternative render, trying to push left but telling it to go right. It's a little bit confused, but then again, it's quite interesting, quite cool, and it would grab a lot of attention on social media. So despite it not being 100% accurate, it is eye-catching and attention-grabbing nevertheless. Anyway, that's all from me, team. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And like always, I'll see you next week.